Hello, Brandon. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. How are things going? We are going to do a special thing tonight. We are going to do a Memorial Weekend deal here. Sylvester, how is Sylvester? Always a pleasure to see you on as well. So we're going to do a deal here tonight for the weekend. So this is what we're going to be doing. These are the three radios. I kind of hem and hummer, excuse me, all day long how I want to go about doing this. I think the best way to go, hello Jerry, I think the best way to go is to, we're just going to take and display what we have, these three items, and put a price onto them, and any takers, fine. I was going to put them on for Super Chat raffles. I don't know if I really want to do that. Hello Bonepicker. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of put them out here the way they are, and just give them, good prices and kind of go from there. Good evening, Mr. Steve. How are you? So I think that's what we're going to do with these tonight, instead of doing a super chat, because I don't think the super chats are going to go very well. I don't know, for that reason. I think we're just going to put them on a price and be done with this. So what we're going to do is, for example, these are already modified, aligned, tuned, and ready to go. Okay? All you got to do is take them out of the box and use them. Now, I will say, on this radio, you should get at least a good 100 amp power supply to run this radio. Okay? Because I don't want to see somebody make the same mistake. A good friend of mine who bought a really good radio recently, unfortunately, the power supply he bought was 50 amp, but it did not, and he brought it here so I could read the power supply. It did not say that the power supply, it said 50 amps. It did not say 50 amp surge and like say 40 or 41 amp continuous, right? So for that reason, assume 50 amps. So nothing he did wrong, nothing I did wrong, but he ended up buying a brand new 50 amp power supply. And what happened was the radio, he had a 2970N3 brand new, and it sucked the life out of the power supply. For that reason, when it did, it fed back through and burnt the amplifier up on the radio because there wasn't enough current. So now he's got to get a 100 amp power supply in order to run his 2970N3 when we get it fixed for him. So make sure that you run at least a good 100 amp power supply. I will tell you that right now, so you guys don't burn up the radio. These will do 400 plus watts. I've seen them go up to 450, but your radio's not going to last. So when you see all these other shops that crank these things up, 425, 430, 440, 450, you're going to damage the radio, it's going to kill the radio, and you're going to be out that money. Now these radios are $850 to $900 before shipping, before mod, before line and tune, etc. Hello Ethan, how are you, my friend? And so it's important to understand that when you run these radios, you should run them clean. Any radio, for that matter, should be ran clean. Okay? That's what you need to do. So I would recommend a 100 amp power supply if you're going to run this as a base unit. If you're going to run this inside your vehicle, you better have a spare battery, and you better have one hell of an upgraded power or alternator, and you better hope that you got your ECM shielded. If you do not, you're going to have a lot of problems in that vehicle. So I would suggest, if you're going to run this at all, run it for a base station, get a 100 amp power supply, and you should be good to go. Make sure your SWR is low. Period. Okay? 385 watts is where I can see this run the cleanest. I could probably get about 395, 397, and it will still be pretty close, but that's borderline. So I pulled it back to 385, and that seems to be the most optimal, like pure clean performance. Again, there's a lot of shops that post videos, these things doing 450, yeah, I can get that out of this too all day long. But how long is the radio going to last? You got to take the pedal of your gas there on your what do you call it, car, right? Or a throttle on a motorcycle, and you're going to make it wide open, just wank, crank that thing wide open. How long is it going to last before something goes wrong? These run excellent, and they'll last you forever at 385, 390 watts. I would not go over that. Like I said, 395, 396, 397, it was still pretty good. But the only reason why I brought it kind of peaks around It's $392 if you yell into the microphone, but just standard voice audio talking to it. $385 to $386 all day long, and the performance on this thing, the Spectrum Analyzer, was perfect, and that's the best way to run these things. I ran this thing for a while today, played with it on and off all day long, trying to get this to be the most optimal. And what I found was right there. I had it up to 400, had it up to 415, had it up to 420. Yeah, it'll run, but your waveform's a little sloppy. It's starting to splatter. You're just not going to get good, clean performance. I don't care what shop is out there. I don't care what they want to tell you. I don't care what they want to say. Okay? These run better when you're below the 400 mark. If the box says 400 plus, don't always go with that. Okay? It depends on the performance of what you see and how clean they become. Okay? This runs 100% pure clean. The cleanest I've ever seen at 385 to 386. Okay, that's how much power is coming out. Again, 100 amp power supply. If you don't have a 100 amp power supply, then don't even call me up and waste your money buying it, because I don't want to have anybody damage your equipment. I really feel bad for a good friend of mine who had just purchased a brand new 2970 N3 and ran it for about 3 days. The third day, poof, it went because the power supply was underrated, even though it's 50 amp, but it wasn't 50 amp continuous. It was like 40, 41 continuous. And when he did that, it drew all of 40, 41, 42 amps, and that's what did it in. So what he really needs is a 100 amp power supply. And for that reason, so we have to, got to give him a power supply, and we got to fix that up for him. So, but again, 100 amp power supply for this one. Anyways, 80 watts out of this one, and 48 watts out of this one. So, AM, FM sideband, AM, FM, AM, FM. All modification for all your CV bands as well. They're all good to go. So, hello Johnny, how are you? Good to see you on. Anyways, here we go. So, I guess what I should do is this. Let me ask you as audience, what do you think? Should we do super chats on these? If so, which one would you like to do a super chat on? Otherwise, I'm going to just name the price and you just buy it outright. Now, these prices, if we do super chat, it's going to change a little bit. Because there are fees with that on the YouTube side of things. So if we do super chat, it's going to be slightly different. Not by much, just a couple bucks. If we're going to be, hello Cornbread, how are you? If we're going to just name the price, you know, we can just name the price, kind of go from that way too. So, all right, Brandon says name the price. So we're going to go with Brandon. We're not going to sit here and wait and just kind of see how many people want to, you know, say yes or no or yay or nay. So Brandon says name the price, then that's what Brandon's going to do. Brandon's going to say name the price. Jerry said name the price. Okay, gentlemen, we're going to name the price. That's what we're going to do. Okay, without further ado, here we go. The Superstar, big boy, remember, 100 amp power supply. That's what you need. So it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Brandon. It's way easier. Because last time we did a super chat thing, it was kind of weird. I mean, a lot of things sold after the fact, but I don't know. It'd be nice to see the super chat really thrive. But yes, I agree with you. Yep. So we're going to do it this way. It's much easier. So the Superstar, let's start with him, okay? Superstar here says $750 shipping included. That it covers everything. It's already been modified, already been aligned and tuned, already been gone through professionally by me. So it's already met the bench requirements, and that includes the shipping as well. So $750 shipping with everything. That's all included with this one. These things retail out $850 plus before you touch anything. So you're already going to be $100 cheap to begin with right there. So $750, already set to go, already ready to rock and roll. Shipping is included. So there you have it, and the insurance as well into it. So $750, one price, take it all. That's your memorial special right now. The STRYKER 447 HPC2, $325, shipping included. That's all set to go. Already line tuned, ready to go. 80 watts output. That bad boy right there, Mr. Richards. $225, shipping included. Again, I'm covering all the shipping costs. Because really, I should be getting $250 out of this one. I should be getting $350 out of that one. And I should be getting $800 out of this one. So that's how much more it's going to cost me for the shipping. So anyways, $225 on this guy here. That includes everything. It's already been aligned, tuned, ready to go. 48 watts output. Now, this is interesting. I have to say something because I've had multiple people email me, and I've had a lot of people tell me, why can't you get 100 watts? There's people doing 100 watts on these radios. Let me tell you something. You cannot get 100 watts on these radios. You'll burn that damn thing up super quick, okay? You cannot get 100 watts. No. If anybody tries to get 100 watts, or they show us on a video doing 100 watts, A, their meter is not set right. B, the radio's been jacked up and it ain't going to survive very long at all. Or C, they've got an amplifier somewhere else that you're not seeing in line. This will not do 100 watts and survive, period. I guarantee you that. You give me one of these, it's 100%, no splatter, nothing gimmick, no snake oil. You give me one of these 100% pure working, and you're showing 100 watts, and it's actually factual, and there's no BS behind it, no upgrades, no this, no that, and you're going to get 100 watts on this damn thing, I will gladly give you one of these here radios for free if somebody can prove that to me. So these people who are doing that nonsense, no, you cannot. It's impossible. You're going to damage the radio. You're going to blow the radio. It cannot hold that at all. So they're feeding you a lot of garbage. Now, this one person in particular was brought up several times. Let's see here. RC Custom Radios. That was brought up several times. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. This is not, I'm not going to say this to disrespect or bash. So let me get that out there right now. What I'm going to say, though, is I don't know what you're telling customers. I don't know what you're doing at your bench. That's your prerogative. But I tell you right now, you cannot get 100 watts out. And if you're going to prove this differently, I'll give you one of these damn things, these radios right here for free. I want to see the radio. I want to see it on my bench. I want to see it with actual, true, calibrated equipment. I want to see that here on my bench. And I want to see it perform exactly 100 watts like you say on my bench. You can bring one of those here, and you can show me that thing is running 100% at 100 watts. It's not splattering. There's no swing kits, no additional upgraded finals or all this nonsense. If you can show me you get 100 watts out of this radio like you claim, I'll give you one of these for free. In fact, I'll give you 2 of these radios for free, because I know for a fact you cannot get 100 watts out of these radios. No, it is impossible. The only way you're going to get that is if A, you've got to change the finals out, you've got to change some of the circuitry out, you've got to upgrade a lot of stuff inside, and B, or else you got an amplifier sitting somewhere we don't know, whether it be in place of the speaker or something different. Now, I'm going to also tell you this much. Even if he did, which he cannot, it's impossible. So let's just get that out of the way. Let's just say that someone does get 100 watts out. The radio cannot support it. 2 reasons. 1, it's going to overheat. It's going to burn up the radio. Number 2, the chassis alone cannot support to dissipate that much heat in such a closed area space. So it is impossible to get 100 watts out of a President Richards the way this is out of the box. No. So he must be upgrading something inside, changing a lot of things out in order to get that to happen. No way. No. You cannot do it. No. That's how certain I am, guys. I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't have facts. I know this stuff. I've been doing this for 39 plus years. No way in hell, and I know these radios, no way in hell can you take and get 100 watts out of these President Richards. No. So let's get that out there right now. And he's not the only shop. I've seen other shops that claim these ghost watts on their meters. No. I had a guy come here with the COBRA 29 LTD Classic. He said it's doing 90 watts on a bird meter from a guy in North Carolina. I said, really? How about that? Bring it here. I'm kind of curious. He said, well, I'll be up that way on vacation. Actually, okay, stop by and let's do a bench test. And if it is doing 90 watts, I got a brand new COBRA 29 AM FM. I will give that to you for free. He brought it here. Nope. You know what it was doing? 24 watts. I said, where's your 90 watts? Well, he said it was 90 watts on a bird. Nope. His bird's not calibrated right. He's lying to you. That's what he's doing. So there's an adjustment inside for that peak. He's got the thing cranked wide open, or he had an amplifier somewhere else down below. You didn't see under the bench. All you see was coax cable on top of this bench to give you that 90 watts out. He lied to you. That's what he did. So, yeah, there's no way you're going to get 90 watts out of a COBRA 29. No. So there's a lot of people, guys. There are just many people who continue to do this garbage. You can't. You cannot get that kind of power out of this radio. Sorry. You cannot. Hello, Chavez. Hello, Daryl. Hello, John. Leadfoot. We've got Mr. Baldy. Hey, how have you been? Good to see you on. Mr. Ralph, how are you? Good to see you on as well. And Bone Picker. Old Bone Picker says, bargain basement prices, guys. Come and get them. I'm telling you. Hell of a deal. $750, shipping included. $325, shipping included. $225, shipping included. Hey, there's Greg. He just popped right on in. In fact, you know what? I'm going to sweeten this up. Let me sweeten this up. Why not? Let's just sweeten this up for a little bit, guys. What do you think? I think we're going to do it like this. I'm going to take just a tad off more on this little guy. $725. I don't need the money or nothing at all. I'm just helping you guys out for a memorial special. That's all I'm trying to do. Because I think it's a be a good time. Why not have a little memorial thing out there instead of people always buying flowers and flags and this, that, and the other? Let's put a little kick, a little spice in the wire, right? So we're going to drop this down. Instead of $750, it's $725, shipping included. And it's already been line tuned, ready to go. 100 amp power supply required. You're going to use it for a base unit. Upgrade your battery and alternator if you're going to put this inside your vehicle and protect your ECM. So how you hook it up, that's on you. But this is all good to go otherwise. So I don't want to hear anybody calling and saying they fried it. You got to hook this up the proper way if you're going to put this in your vehicle, protect your vehicle, and get a 100 amp power supply. Now, $725 shipping included. These two I'm not wiggling on. They're going to stay the same. 3 1/4, 2 1/4. Okay, but we can drop this down to 7 1/4. So $725. You can't beat these rocket prices, guys. Already line tuned, ready to go. If you're going to buy this right now, brand new, you're going to be paying $850 to $950 before it's even touched. We're already under that, guys. Come on, you can't beat that at all. So that's where you're going to be. So here you go. Yep. Mr. Baldy says, I have seen a video of a Cobra 29 with a 2879 final mod. Oh yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. How are you, Aaron McCombs? How you been? Good to see you on, my friend. Yeah, if you take and do that, if you upgrade all those, absolutely. He didn't have any upgrades. He had the finals in the back end. It was a 2SC 2078, and he said he got 90 watts out of the radio. I said, no way. No, he said, yeah, it's all been peaked and tweaked and ready to go, man. The guy charged me $65. He got all this upgrade done and the hi-fi and the special stuff that's in the other. I says, nope. He says, oh, it's cleaner than hell, he says, on his scope. I says, nope. And when he put it on the bench here, boy, that was a rude awakening. So I had to go through the radio, align it to it, and put the limiter back in. He had D11 cut. He had the core removed from the final output transmit adjustment. Put that back in. Not to mention off frequency. It was about 84, 85 hertz, if I remember right, off frequency. So we had to get all that taken care of. His receiver was wide open. They put a jumper across the front end to flip it high and low. I said, no, this is all garbage. So we had to put it all back to normal. And I did that for free to help him out, only because I felt bad for him. So I did it. I didn't even charge him. I just said, listen, man, you got lied to. And here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to help you out. He says, really? How much is it going to cost? I says, we'll talk about that in the end. I got it all done for him, showed him. Good, clean performance now. Here's what you got, 24 watts. By the time he got done, he got 26 watts. He gained 2 extra watts out with a 3-watt dead key. But he had 24 watts before we even started, and it was splattering. So I said, well, here you go. We can do it like this, 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 this. He goes, okay. He says, so how much is it now? I said, don't worry about it. I said, it's on the shop. I did this because you got lied to, and I felt that because of that reason, it's only Cobra 29, I'm going to do you a solid. I said, in turn, just learn from this. I'm not asking you to do anything else. Don't advertise if you don't want to for me. If you want to, that's cool too. I'm only asking you to learn from this, and just know next time when you go to a shop, be careful. Just watch yourself and ask questions, and you'll be able to go from there. So I did him a favor, fixed the whole thing for free, and he was happy. He still uses it today. We're doing pretty good, Aaron. We're busy here for sure. Yep, oh yeah. Marty, how you doing? Good to see you on for sure. Everybody like, share, subscribe. Give me that thumbs up, please. Appreciate it for sure. Yep. Bluegrass, how you doing? Yeah, when you start putting in, final board, stuff like that, of course you're going to get more out of it, but we're talking stock radio. You know, these guys are saying brand new radios. They can peek and tweak and get all these magical watts out. It's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. If you can do that, I want to see it on my bench, because my bench doesn't lie. There's no gimmick or manipulation to my bench. Hey, that's okay. At least you made it tonight, though, in the evening hour, so that's okay, Mr. Baldy. No problem whatsoever. Yep. Yeah, that can't happen, Bluegrass. Yep, absolutely right. You're correct. It cannot happen. No way can it happen. No. Because if that's the case, come on. They put on the box, you know. They would put around the box that says, you know, this plus that and blah, 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 right? So, can't do it. No. I mean, it says right here, for example, on this box right here, it says 55 plus watts pep output power. Well, when you get all done with these, you get about 80 watts out when they're done right. I can get 90, but it runs clean at 80. That's the peak. That's the best you're going to get. I look for a waveform on my scope and my spectrum analyzer and my sinusoidal. I have to look at all three of those to make sure it's 100% where it needs to be. And then whatever it is what it is. So if I get 80 and it runs clean, okay. Can I get 90? I sure can. But it's going to look really terrible, and you're going to run the hell of it. It's going to be so damn hot, it's going to ruin it. It's going to burn the regulator, burn the finals. It can't dissipate quick enough. Even if you put a fan onto it, you're going to ruin the radio. So you look for the most optimal area that it runs. I mean, hell, I've had, you know, like this radio right here, for example, will do 450 watts, but it runs very clean, and it's perfect on the test equipment at 385, 386 watts peak. That's where it needs to stay. Just because someone says, well, it can do 400. I want that 400. Well, then I hope you got $400 to go out there and replace the amplifier board and everything else into it, because it's going to cost you a lot of money by the time you get all said and done. So I would not recommend doing that, no. So your transal meter shows up. Mark, how are you? How you doing, Mark? How you doing, Plasma? How are you? Good to see you guys in. So yeah, if anybody's interested, feel free to shoot me a call or a text. 315-945-1600. Going across my ticker tape at the bottom, but I will put this in the scroll right now as well. Oops. Hit the number and the email as well. If anybody's interested, give me a holler. I don't foresee these radios sticking around very long for those prices past this weekend. I'd be surprised if they did. It's a hell of a deal on these radios. Great prices. You can't beat them. And if these days don't go over the weekend, I would be really surprised. I would really be shocked. I would be in disbelief because of the fact that these are unbeatable prices, especially with the work already done to them, professionally and clean. And anybody who watches my channel, they know it's done right. Nothing leaves here unless it's done right. So there you have it, guys. We had 3 on the chopping block here. For anybody who's interested in buying them, those are the prices. We have $725 shipping included, $325 shipping included, $225 shipping included, 385 watts, 80 watts, 48 watts. This is your Memorial Day weekend specials we're doing here at the DX Radio Shop. Something different than instead of our everyday usual stuff or raffles and this, that, and the other. So I figured, well, we'll give you guys the option if you want to do a super chat or just sell them outright with the name the price. So name the price is where it is, and that's where she's going to be. So these are the prices of these radios. If anybody's interested, like I said, feel free to shoot me a text or a call. If you want to put your name onto it, you want to own it, it's yours. And we get them all boxed up and get them ready for ship out by Tuesday. Actually, we can ship them out tomorrow. If anybody were to cover these by tonight or no later than 10 a.m. by tomorrow, so I can get them down to the post office before noon and be shipped out by tomorrow, because obviously Sunday and then Monday is Memorial Day. Therefore, we have delay into the shipping, you see. So therefore, we have to wait till Tuesday then if we don't get them out until, if nobody makes purchases from now till tomorrow morning. So if it happens to be over the weekend, that's cool. But again, these prices, they aren't going to last very long. If they do, I'd be surprised. And if they do, then I'll be putting them up on eBay, and they'll go super quick. I've posted several radios, and they're already gone. They didn't last probably 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, if the most, I think they were. And we already had like 4 or 5 radios gone in a heartbeat. So for these prices, they'll be gone. So if you guys want to have your opportunity, there you go. 142, how are you? Good to see you on. Always a pleasure to see you on for sure. I hope you and the family are doing great. Is the president set up for 11? Yes, it is. All of these are set up for 11 meters. Yes. Yes, it is. Yep, it's all set up for 11 meters. Yep. What size of power supply is needed for each unit? Very good question. Okay, so this one here, 100 amp power supply, because you're going to probably run about 60 amps, roughly 55, 60 amps. So I'd go with a 100 amp power supply instead of a 75. So that way you can run it clean. Don't stress the power supply, right? 100 amp power supply will run him very good, no problems whatsoever. That one there, oh, you can get away with a 50 amp power supply because only 80 watts, so 50 amp is fine. 35 amp would run it clean, but 50 amp would be fine. And then that one here is a 40 watt or 48 watt radio, just a little 50 watt radio. So you can get away with running 20 amp power supply off of him. 25 if you want to run it clean is what you would be able to do. The Richard is easy to convert for. Yes, the Richard is very easy to convert. Now, they ask you to put a jumper inside. I don't do that. What I do is bridge a solder joint, and that's a better way to go. It's solid. It's the better way to go, and there's less heat you got to put to the pads, etc. So, yep. The President Richard will do 10, 11, 12 meters. It does 358, no, 385. 385 is what that Superstar does. A 40 amp won't be enough. So no, with the, so think of it like this: every 100 watts should be roughly about a 20 amp power supply minimum. Okay, so you know you're almost at 400 watts with this radio. It does 385. So you figure almost 400 watt, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. It's probably going to run about 68 to about 75, 70 amps, somewhere in there. Probably about average. So, but I would say rule of thumb, because it's 18, it's like 17 and a half to 18 amp draw on 100 watt, but 20 amp would help run it somewhat decent. But you're too close to the threshold, see? So, so I would say at that point you're looking at, let's see here. Yeah, about 72. So between like 68 and 72. So 100 amp power supply would be more than enough to run that unit. You got to have at least 100 amp power supply minimum to run this thing nice and clean. Otherwise, you're going to stress the power supply, you're going to feed it back, and you're going to burn up the radio. I believe this will do 10, 11, and 12. I know it does all of 10 and 11. I believe it'll do 12. I have to, let me double check that. Yeah, I think that was just yeah, that should do 10, 11, and 12. I'm pretty sure it does 12. I'd have to power bank on to verify it, but pretty sure it'll do 12 meters. What it says online anyways. I mean, I have to reconnect. I don't remember now. Modulation bandwidth? No, everything. Yeah, these are all broadband. These are all good to go. Yep. Yeah, the Richard is 50 watt radio. It does about 48 watts. It's a 10 meter, 10, 11, 12 meter radio. Yep. Yipper. So if anyone's interested, here's your opportunity. See if I can do this. There we go. Drop some of that lighting down here a little bit. What does a 100 amp power supply sell for? Oh, they kind of range a little bit. I don't know, your best bet's probably just browse around and see what you can come up with, I suppose. Oh, let's see here. I'll give you an average. It looks like between 250 on up to about 400 bucks. There's some on eBay for $250, $210. Now, if you want one by Dave Made also makes a really good power supply. They run about $450, but it's a really good power supply because he makes competition amplifiers. So if you want to get a hold of Dave Made, he does excellent stuff for power supplies. If you want to get a hold of some of the other amp builders, they also do the same thing. So you can check with Dave Made and see what he has available or when he can build one for you. I know he does them all the time, so you can go that route. They're about $450 what I'm seeing online, but don't quote me because he might have different prices per build. I don't know. But yeah, typically that's about what they usually run for a good unit. So now if you're going to go linear type power supplies, well, you better pull out your pocketbook because you're looking at a good, I'd say around $575 to about $600 for a good linear type power supply. A good switching power supply, what the amp builders usually have, they run pretty good, a couple $100 or less, but sometimes they run more, $400 or $500. But you can find them online. You can get some good switching power supplies for $150, $200, somewhere in there. So I got a pair of HPs I got to put in line yet. When I get a chance to do that, and I have it's 150 amp power supply what I've got here. So, but yeah, you can get them for less than $200 if you want. Hello, Chad. How are you? We got Chad Hurst and we got Chad Cavalier. How are you both? Got two Chads in here tonight. How are you guys doing tonight? And we also have the HAMRADIO Elmer. How are you? Good to see you on for sure. Yes, that's a 4-pill. Yep, she's a big boy. 577 around Joyzy Customs Adventures. How are you? Yep, 3 Made, North Carolina. He builds them all day long. He's got them right down there too. He's another one who builds good power supplies. Absolutely. Thank you for that, HAMRADIO Elmer. Yep, he's got a good variety of 100 amp power supplies you can buy from him as well. Yep. Yeah, the HP power supplies are the better ones to get. Yeah. Hello, Ace. How are you? Fat Boy Products. There you go. Another one. Yeah. A lot of great places you can buy them from. Just got to get out and look around. That's all you got to do is get out and look around for the best deal. You got BBI. You have Dave Made. You got 3 Made. You've got Fat Boy. You got Carl Built. All of those guys are more than willing to build you guys a power supply. If you guys are looking for a really good, 100 amp, 200 amp power supply, any one of those amp builders will definitely build you one. So if you want to check them out, look them up online and give them a call. See what they got. Like I said, you got BBI, Dave Made, or 3 Made. I think they're the same people. Maybe Carl Built, Fat Boy. Oh God, there's probably a bunch I'm not even listing close to, but I mean, I used to build power supplies. I haven't done that in a long time, but yeah, you could definitely take and just check any of those guys out. Check them all out. Look online, give them a call, and see what they can do for you. Any one of those amp builders will definitely build you a good power supply for sure. So yeah. You got a 2995 DX on the bench with Q67 issues. Is that due to any kind of swing kits or change of regulators, or what do you got going on with the radio there? Yes.
I told you I was on television.
You're not going to work.
Well, when's that? I'm 20 minutes.
You can understand that to be fair. Don't worry. You got to be in the room. You got to be able to get yourself in a row here, Missy. Missy. You got to be able to. So I need you to focus just
get your mindset. You know, with boys, all of that stuff. You gotta get your mind. Because you get over here. Let's go to college or workforce. You gotta get your head. That's right now. He's gonna have that where he needs to be because he knows that's where he's gonna work around the partner. He wants that to be my star. But he only 20 to change. So that's where he needs to go. I just want to kill him. Instead of making this pennies, he's going to be making more. Probably bringing a whole $5,000 in his hand. He's only going to work that too. So get your head on straight, which way you need to be. Then I'll get it back to you. Of course, we'll be long, but I need to see less attitude, more forthcoming. Show this you can earn it. You know, do show first. Help out whoever's needed. Just become more mature, basically. You'll be able to get that back pretty quick. So. Dive right into anything that you can do. You know, start playing guitar a little bit if you want. I don't know, just find something to occupy your time in the meantime, I suppose. Let's see, we got 30 minutes to an hour, if more issues, I hope. Okay. Let's see. Rob, the maintenance man. Hope everyone has a good Memorial Day weekend. You as well, my friend. I hope everybody has a great weekend out there. I hope everybody is safe and have a decent weekend. It's going to be it's supposed to be dry, I guess, the next couple of days, but it's been wet the last few days here. It's been terrible. Bone Picker's been up here doing a lot of remodeling for me, and it's just been nasty up here. 50-something degrees and just damp. So it's one of those things where, you know, I hope it's going to be a decent weekend. It's supposed to be a nice car show like it is every year down at Waterloo, but I don't think we'll be going to that one this year because usually it's always a decent one, except for last year. I think last year was... What did they do last year? Was it... let me think about this for a second. No, last year was decent. Yeah, it didn't rain last year. But this year, though, it's just crappy out. So I hope everybody has a great, safe Memorial weekend as well. Yeah. Kevin McCool, how are you? He wants to know what happened to the Snake King. We'll leave it like that. Out there in the West. Well, it's like this. When you mess up a bunch of radios and you start losing clientele, and then it gets to the point where you kind of upset a lot of people that want to make a lot of threats to come after you, well, you kind of close yourself down. He claims he had retired. He did not. What he did was got out of the whole damn thing because of other reasons. One is because he had enough threats against him, and two, because he burned up a lot of radios, and two, because he did not have a DBA, a tax ID number, and was not claiming that as income. So he got in trouble with the state. That's what he got in trouble with. And the only reason why I know this is because one of my great friends who lives out that direction found out, and the only reason why he found out, because one of his good friends happens to be the one on the case who's in charge of tax evasion, and he was the one on the list. So yeah, that's how I can leave it. I'm not going to get into no more with it because that's his business, not mine. But that's where he disappeared to. Yeah, so he said he was going to retire. There's no such thing as retirement from radios, guys. It's either you want to be in it or you don't. Here, I do this full time. When the day comes that I don't want to do it no more, that's the day I don't want to do it no more. I just shut it down and sell out, and it is what it is. You can't retire because you don't get a 401k, you don't get a pension, you don't get that. You know, here I have a DBA, I have a sales tax ID number, and so when I go to retire, then I'll have more of my Social Security because I pay in with my business. So I have paper trail that shows I'm on the books. People don't, most of these CB shops don't have that. They just do what they want to do. And a lot of these shops I've noticed are getting brought down because people are watching them. And the more they get exposed, Facebook videos, YouTube videos, they're on Rumble, TikTok. All these places that people are posting a lot of the videos are being watched. And I've noticed that. And I didn't think so. And a lot of guys were mentioning about this, and they said, "You don't think so?" I said, "I don't think so." I said, "Why would they do that?" And he made a good point. Because they aren't licensed. They aren't certified. They don't have DBAs. They have no sales tax ID numbers. They aren't claiming nothing. It's just free money coming in. And they don't put that on the tax return every year. It's like, oh yeah, you got some good valid points, and that's what's happening. So a lot of people are being gone after because of that reason. So I have nothing to worry about because I'm 100% on the books. Everything I do is all in the books. Everything's 100% transparent here. So I ain't got to worry about that at all. They come knock on my door as much as they want. I'll offer them a cup of coffee, a large pizza, a couple lobster tails on the side, whatever they want to do. It don't matter. They come right on in here and see what they want to see. I run an open book process here is what I run here for my business. Yeah, you gotta pay that tax. If you don't pay Uncle Sam, he come knocking on the door. And when he does, he ain't gonna be alone. He's gonna confiscate everything that you own. So let's say you got $8,000 worth of guns. Oh, I don't know, a couple of grand worth of fishing gear, a couple of boats, ATVs, whatever you got, they will take it all. So not to mention, you have restitution to pay, and you got jail time to be served. So yeah, that's not a game, guys. It is not a game to play with. So I'm very strict, right by the book, and everything I do is right here, 100% transparent. My accountant sees everything. He knows everything. And if he sees anything that's wrong, he calls me immediately. Hey, what's going on with this client right here? I see you got this. And I said, okay, yep. And if you read down below, it says discount. So if he sees my normal rates and he says, this person was 95, how come that one's only 65? And then he'll read down below, okay, never mind, I see it says right here discount. And I'll give a person discounts for this. So everything is right there to show exactly what the prices are, why, and what we're doing here, so he knows. So at the end of each month, he has to reconcile it. And when he gets it all said and done by the end of the year, with my tax return, it's easy. My God, H&R Block used to take, holy jeez, 2.5, 3 hours to get done. I'd sit there and wait. And this guy here, my accountant, he'll call me up an hour later. Hey, you're all set. Here you go. Blah, 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 done. Okay, cool. And that's it. Pay the piper and go. So that's what I like doing about mine. And he's very strict about what he does because he's been doing this for a long time, him and his wife. And very good people, and they do great work. So rates are nice and low. And so he doesn't charge a whole lot. He charges very fairly. And if there's any questions or concerns, he'll tell you, hey, you can write this off. No, you can't write that off. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. So he's right by the book. So I got a great accountant as well as a good friend that I don't have to worry about. Yep. Oh, Fine Tune? Oh, hell, he's locked up in jail. That guy got locked up $40,000. He robbed people out of money for years. He got locked up for many reasons. Tax evasion, Social Security fraud, and he's also a registered sex offender. He did not register where he was at in that trailer park. He's got a lot of charges against him. You're never going to see Mud Duck again. He's way out there in a 6x9 cell. He's done for life now. He's all gone. So yeah, you'll never see that screwball again. Hello, Don. How are you? Good to see you on. Yeah, it got a little bit of rain sprinkling on and off here too, Rob. All right, I'll see you back here in a few moments there, Elmer. Oh, tonight? No, I'm not going to work on nothing tonight. No, we're just doing some chatting tonight. Put these three on the market, see if anybody's interested for special deals for Memorial Weekend. Is all we're going to do for now. So we're not doing anything tonight in particular. We did a lot of work earlier on radios today. And in fact, these here I did videos on as well. I didn't get the chance to do the video on this one because I was tied up doing some other stuff too as well. But yeah, we did some videos earlier, and we did a lot of radios earlier, but we didn't get the chance to. I want to do more tonight. I did enough today. I'm burned out. We did about five radios today in between these ones right here. So overall, I did a couple of small ones in between these three. So these are the three biggest ones I wanted to focus on today. I did a couple of small ones in between quickly that were real simple. But that was it. So yeah, we're not doing no more tonight. We're just kind of hanging out, doing a little Friday night chat with everybody, and offer some opportunities for people if they want something for a great deal. And there you have it. So yep, that's what we're doing. So these are the radios we got available. Again, 725 shipping included. Make sure you got a 100 amp power supply. If you got a bigger power supply, even better yet, but at least 100 amp anyways. It does 385 watts out. That does 80 watts out, which is a STRYKER 447 HPC2. And this one here is the President Richards, and that does 48 watts output. So if anybody is interested in buying these, 725 shipping included, 325 shipping included, 225 shipping included. Only one-time deal here at the DX Radio Shop for these very low prices, and these are already been modified for CB band. They all have the 11 meter done. They've already been aligned and tuned. Take them out of the box and use them. That's it. Nothing more you got to do. You ain't got to send them out anywhere. These are already done professionally by me. Anybody who watches my channels, they know when it's done here, it's done right. No point of anybody going to say it's screwing around. So even the trolls like New Hampshire and Georgia that want to, I want to buy that just to see what you did on the inside. Hey, knock yourselves out, because you ain't going to find nothing stupid. If you guys are looking for something stupid, you guys do enough of that on your own. That's for sure. That ain't going to be done by me. Yes, they're pretty stable. These ones here are pretty good. I don't see many of these drift much at all. I mean, but like anything else, it is a Superstar, Ranger, all the same. You know, they might tend to drift a little bit. What you might see, that last digit, you might see flutter, like 49 to 51, and then back to 50. Don't worry about it. These are just a reference. It's a pickup reference. Like you put in an external frequency counter to a radio, it's just a reference. So don't think that you're off. Now, if that starts rating at 48, 47, 46, okay, now you got a problem. But otherwise, if it's within one, above, or below, you ain't got to worry about that. But these are pretty rock solid. I have not seen any of these much at all drift. Once in a while they may, but nothing really. Just let them warm up a couple minutes, you'll be good to go. And you got your find your course right here as far as the clarifier control and whatnot. So she's pretty well stable and right there dead nuts on. So, yep. Walter, how are you, Walter? Good to see you on again. Lorraine, how are you doing? Good to see you on as well. Yeah, 16 of the 22 days. That's insane. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay, I will do that. Yes, I will. Working on it now. Give me 1 second there, buddy. Six meters is open. A friend of mine just wrote me. Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Japan, Ontario, listening. Little activity, that's cool. 6 meters, a very difficult band. 2.36. Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Japan, Ontario.
27. Although I'm hoping to get mobile very soon, and they may get a new grid or two there, Tony. Over.
Yes, I'm in New York. Yep, I'm in New York. Yep.
Oh, there you go. There you go. At least with somebody to talk to.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Ron. Hello, Chris. Hello, Alan. Elmer says 265 for mine, 225 for Stu's. Yeah, I'm in upstate New York.
Excuse me, K2.
Oh, yeah, I got him now.
Hear you again, Robert. You're 5 and 5. 55 is Germany, Norway, 27. Over.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah, give us
6 meters now.
And it's pretty unpredictable. It's in and out rather quickly today, but at least it's open. Nice to hear you as always, my friend. I wish you that 7 train. Nice weekend, Robert. Over.
See if I can get him. Yeah, when 6 meters opens, you got to jump on, otherwise it's gone, gone, gone. The magic band.
Yeah, 7 train, Robert.
Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Japan, Ontario.
Wow, there's a big signal. How are things with you, Stu? You're 5 and 9. Germany, Norway, 27. Over.
Roger, Roger. I got you 5-9 all the way for sure. Who do we have here with your call sign? I'll get you into my long book here. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Call is Victor Ocean 1, Sierra, the X-ray, BL16, and the name is Jerome. Over.
Roger, Roger. I got Victor OSHA 1. I didn't catch the rest though there for a moment. Was it Sierra X-ray you said?
Sierra India X-ray, Sugar India X-ray. Over.
Oh yes, oh yes. I've talked to you many times. That's right. I always remember that now. The VO16. Yep. Hey, I see you got a picture of your bike on here too to come up. That's a sweet looking bike you got going on for sure. Anyway, I got you 5-9. I don't want to hold you up while the band's open. Try to get what you can. But always a pleasure to hear you out for sure. A friend of mine just told me the 6 meters is open. I figured I'd jump on here and clean the cobwebs out. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you're doing it. You're up 5 and 6, 5, 7. So, nice to hear you, Stu, as always. Look for you again soon. Wish you best 7 train. Nice weekend, Stu. Bye-bye.
Have a great Memorial Weekend. Catch you soon. Be safe. KC2 KGL clear.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now I can put that back. I had to get to my keyboard. Sorry about this, guys. I had to get to my keyboard. Okay, there we go. Well, that was nice. Quick 6 meter contact for sure. Anyways, all right, Mr. Baldy, take care. We'll catch you later for sure, no doubt. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, if anybody's interested, don't look like we got any takers on this. They might be going on to eBay, looks like here, guys. I thought anybody'd be interested in this. There's your opportunity. John, we're on 50.125, the call-in frequency. 50.125. Jump on and see if I can't connect with you. Let me know when you're ready. Again, like, share, subscribe, guys. If anybody's interested in buying one of these radios, $725, shipping included. Already modified, aligned, done up, ready to go. 385 watts, nice and clean. Perfect on the spectrum analyzer, the scope. No strain, no pain. 100 amp power supply, runs good. That's what you're going to need to run it. 80 watts out of this here STRYKER. Works great. 325, shipping included. President Radio, 48 watts. Working excellent. 225, shipping included. All are set to work on the CB band. Already been going through it professionally. Take them out of the box, plug them in, use them, ready to go. There you guys have it. Great radios. Hell of a deal. I don't know what more I can tell everybody other than this is what you got. So, yes, I'm on 50.125. Yippers. How you doing, Mike? He says he's at work and the 6-meter band opens up. Well, briefly, now it kind of petered out. The guy was from Canada. I've talked to many times in the past, and VO1 SIX, and so now it's like dead again. There's nothing on here. He came in briefly and poof, gone. Long enough for me to get a quick QSO with him for a few moments, and that was the end of it. But VHF contest is coming up in June, I believe it is, or July. So it's going to pick up a little bit more. They're saying next month there should be a little bit more better spotty conditions. We'll see what happens, I guess. So I'm looking at the weather. It looks like tomorrow's going to be 54 and 56% chance of rain. Sunday's 20% chance, 61, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the 70s. Beautiful. And it looks like Monday, Tuesday, dry. Monday, perfect weather. So that might be the day I'm going to take my bike up to the garage and get it serviced so it's all ready to go. That's what I believe we're going to do. Not Monday, but Tuesday, sorry, because Monday's a holiday, so it'll be Tuesday. Yeah, definitely the Magic Band, that's for sure. You have a N2 done today. Get this a mic issue. So going into the shack tomorrow. Okay, cool. Kevin says 91 degrees down there in Missouri. Wow. How we could use some of that up here. Jeez, only in the 50s up here, man. Wet, damp, miserable. Yeah. Mike says, first day back off for a week. There you go. Steve says, what do you have for a bike? I have a 2008. It's a Suzuki Boulevard. It's a red cherry bike, like a hot red, with a white trim. And it's got the thick white walls tires onto them. Police windshield. Got the roll bar in the front. The foot peg sticking out, and I got the flame style. They're not flame, but flame effect style as to the saddlebags on the bike as well. So she's like mint condition, one of a like. You ain't gonna see many of these ones around. There's a lot of Boulevards. This is the 800. It's a C50T 800, and but this specific one, they don't make a two-tone anymore for this style of bike, and everywhere as I go, I have never seen one within probably a 100-mile radius of my home. And everywhere as I go, people are like, "Wow, that's a hell of a damn bike." And I've been offered $7,500 for it. It's only got what's it got? Like, I don't know, 16, 17, maybe 18,000 miles onto it. It's not even broken into it. Yeah, I don't know why I said Missouri. I'm sorry, Mississippi. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for correcting me. Mississippi, that's right. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, cold solder joint, Elmer? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I have a Suzuki Boulevard. Great radio. Geez, I'm looking at the radio. I'm tired, guys. I'm burned out. Great bike. Let me see if I can find a picture. I'll show you. Let me see what we can find. That's my bike, right there. '73 to see you, Chris. Take care. Have a great weekend. And this is my bike right here. Who was asking about that? Somebody asked me about this. Steve did. Yeah, there you go, Steve. Two-seater with a backrest. We call them the teardrop flame type style saddlebags. She's beautiful. Look at those white walls. Two-tone police style windshield. That's me bike right there. She is a beaut. Not many of these around, especially two-tone. So yeah, I gotta add the blue to it. That would be the American colors. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Someone's trying to come in on 6 meters. Jerry says training wheels. No, I don't need no training wheels. I'm good. Hell, I cruise right along 60, 65 with that damn thing. Beautiful bike. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the bike. I just got to get a service for the oil change, make sure the forks are good, transmission, whatever you got to do, brake fluid, all that stuff. Check the brakes. The tires are great, so got a lot of life on the tires yet. So I got a mechanic who does my dad's bike, so I'm going to go up there and let him do all the work onto it. That way I know it's good to go. I can do it myself. I'd rather just him do it. He's certified for it, so I'm going to let him do it. That way I'm covered. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Just get on and go. And the best part about my bike, fuel injection. I love it. I ain't going to sit there and wait, pull the choke, let it warm up, right? Push it back. I don't have time for that or the patience anymore. I hit the switch, I go, and I'm riding. Just like that. Perfect. JJ, how are you, Mr. JJ? Good to see you on. Always a pleasure. Happy Memorial Weekend to you and your family as well. How you been? Walker says he's got a couple of Harleys. I'll tell you what, Harleys are nice too. My dad's got a Harley. My mom's got a Honda Rebel. Bone Picker's got himself a damn car. That's what he's got. He ain't got a motorcycle. He's got a damn car engine under his damn thing there. So it is a motorcycle. It's a Valkyrie, I think it is, or something. He's got a big bike. That motorcycle is huge. He's got a damn car engine in his bike. So he's got a big boy toy. That's what he's got. Tell everybody what you got there, Bone Picker. I'm not quite sure what you got for him. I think it's a Valkyrie, isn't it? I don't remember if that's what it is or not. But yeah, see, the band started to pick up again a little bit. John's got the Vulcan 900. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bone Picker's got the Honda Valkyrie. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, yeah. He's got, let's see, Steve's got a Vengeance Vendetta. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love my fuel injection. Huh. I can't have it any other way. I gotta have fuel injection. I can't have it any other way. It's got to be fuel injection for sure. Yeah. See, I like it because if you ever have a situation and your bike's been sitting for a little bit, you got to get on that damn thing and go. Well, what are you going to do? Now you got to let the damn thing warm up. See, fuel injection, just go. You know, that's the way I went. I had a lot of the whole carburetor thing as I grew up. I went from a Honda Rebel 250 with the buck handlebars to the Yamaha V-Star Custom 650, which I loved that bike back then, but I was a little bit too big for it, too tall for it. Then I went to the V-Star. No, I went to the Suzuki. Was it 1200, 1400? Big engine, but small body bike, and I was too tall for it. So then I got rid of him, and I went to the VL800 Suzuki Boulevard, which is more stretched out, and it fits me better. I'm 5'11", so 5'10", 5'11", so it kind of stretches with me a little bit better than it does sitting on a bike that's smaller, compact with a big engine. I'd rather have a larger bike that I can kick back, relax, put my feet up on my foot pegs there off the crash bar and be done with it. So that's what I've got. So I enjoy my bike a lot. What I enjoy the most of it is when I ride with my parents. We go down long trips, nice 45-mile trips or whatever, and we'll go out even further than that, like 100-mile trips at times. And what I like about it is by the end of the day, we go out, we enjoy it, we take our time on country roads. We don't go out there doing 70, 80. We just, if it's a 55 country road, we'll just be about around 45, 55, whatever. Take our time. We find a lot of the country roads that are up and down, side windies, you know, we love those. And then we look for a place to go eat. We're all said and done. We make a loop. We head on back home. Usually go up and down around the lakes. And then when we get all done with that, as we go past all these Great Lakes and whatever else, we head on back home. And the best part about your ride is when you go home and you put your 2 feet in your driveway, that's a great ride because you're home safe, you enjoyed it, and everybody's safe. There you go. Everyone's good to go. So that's what I enjoy about the bike the most. When you come home after a good, fun-filled day of riding, and you can park that thing right back on its red carpet, take it out another day for another fun day of fun-filled, travels, and come back home, do it all over again. Yeah. Oh, I bet you busted your butt on that one. Oh yeah, the old Honda 50. Oh, I remember those. Yeah, because I had there's a kid I knew who had some of those little mini bike things, and oh yeah, they were fun to play with back then. Yep, for sure. Yep. Anyways, guys, so if anybody's interested, I suggest you buy on these now. All weekend. By Monday, we're going to be putting these on eBay. If nobody's going to buy them ahead of time from now until then, then they'll be going for more money on them. So, if anyone's interested, like I said, $7.25 shipping included. You can't beat it. It's a hell of a price. That one there is $3 1/4. Hell of a price. $2 1/4. Hell of a price. Already modified. Already aligned. Already tuned. All set to go. Shipping included with insurance. Unbeatable prices here at the DX Radio Shop. This is my way of saying thank you to everybody out there by giving you guys a great deal with low prices below what they're retailing for. This is all included as far as the work has already been done to it for your Memorial Day weekend special. That's my special to give out for the weekend for everybody who is looking for something decent. Yep. BMW K Series. There you go. Hello, Ron. How are you? All right, Mike. Take care. 73, Steve, my friend. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you soon here, buddy. Still waiting on a few things for your radios, but we'll get you squared away here sooner or later. I'm just waiting on a few more things here. So we're putzing around playing with those. We'll try to get them up and going for you as soon as we can. But we'll definitely keep in touch. But enjoy your weekend and be safe, friend. Standing Stone, how are you? Ron says, how much on the 158 B4?
$725, shipping included. It's already modified, ready to go. You can talk on your CB band. 385 watts going out. I tell you what, you want that right now? I'll do you $700. I ain't going less than $700 though. I'm already giving these for unbelievable prices, but I want to try to get somebody happy for the Memorial Weekend. That's what we're trying to do this for. We're not doing this for any other reason. I'm just doing this because I want to try to help people out there and give them an opportunity to find something for Memorial Weekend. It'd be a great deal for you guys. So $700. I'll do $700, shipping included, if anybody wants a high-powered unit. But remember what I said. You need a 100-amp power supply to run this thing. Otherwise, you're going to blow your power supply. If not blow that, you're going to blow this first with the amplifier, because it's a direct feed line for the voltage. So make sure you get a 100-amp power supply to run this damn thing. It's 385 watts of pure power, 100% pure clean on the spectrum analyzer and the oscilloscope. So $700, that's bottom rack price, guys. Shipping is included, and the insurance for the item as well. So take it or leave it, guys. $700. These are $900 radios, guys, before shipping, before the mod, before the line and the tune. Or as hack shops say, peek and tweakers, right? All those coil spreaders and limiter clippers and NPC add-ons. This here is all good to go, ready to rock and roll. AM sideband, FM CW. Got the built-in amplifier ready to go. $700, shipping included. You can't beat that, guys. You really can't beat this. Now the STRYKER over here does 80 watts out, and yes, it is modified for 11 meters as well. That's already set to go. Yepers. Yeah, make sure you got yourself a 100-amp power supply to run that bad boy if you're gonna get the Superstar. You really got to get a good 100-amp unit. David, hey, Mr. David Addick, how are you, my friend? Happy Memorial Weekend to you and your family as well. Hope you guys are good down that way. Good to see you on. Always a pleasure to see you on there for sure. Yep. We're just doing a Friday night special. That's all we're doing. Friday night special, Memorial Weekend, low priced, just to give people something out there to do. There's a lot of things you do on Memorial Weekend is what? You camp, you barbecue, you buy flowers, you buy American flags, you put them all over the place, and pretty much un voyage, right? Well, this is your opportunity to buy yourself a great deal on good brand radios. These are brand name radios, guys. These aren't your Midlands or your GEs or your Cracos or your Icos. These are good, popular brand names radios, okay? Here you have them. So you can't beat these prices, guys. Like I say, this is a great deal on these here radios. So if anybody's interested, feel free to latch them up now, because otherwise they'll be going a lot more on eBay. And you can retail them out. Go do your Google search right now. You'll find out what they go for. And these prices already include the work. It's already done. You've already got your 11-meter mod. You've already got your line and tune. You've already got them all preset. Clean, 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 clean. Already good to go on the spectrum analyzer and the oscilloscope and the sinusoidal on that type of the scope as well. So it's all perfect. Everything's perfect 100% the way it should be. Good, clean, operating power. It'll last you a long time. You ain't got to worry about nothing. The only thing you got to make sure of, how you hook them up, low SWRs, ground everything, and make sure you got a big enough power supply if you're going to run that big boy Superstar. That's all on you guys. I'm not responsible for how you hook it up, but I guarantee you this much. Great radios. So if you guys are interested in these radios, have at them. There you go. 700, 3 1/4, 2 1/4. We're going to be on here for another 20 minutes. By 8 o'clock is my cutoff time. That's as late as I was going to stay up here anyways and play on the radio, because I got a few other things I want to get done. So, but then we're taking, let me kill all this stuff right here.
Yeah, that ANYTONE's a great radio for sure in your Ranger. Those are nice radios. Oh, yes. Yep. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Yeah, like I said, these are great prices, guys. I only decided to do this because, like I said, I want to do something different, something special, and try to give people a chance to grab something at a reasonable price for Memorial Weekend. That's the only reason why we're doing this. Just want to get people out there to kind of get them in the hobby, get them encouraged a little bit, have a little bit of fun. These are great radios, all high-powered radios. They work great. 48 watts, 80 watts, 385 watts. You can't beat it, guys. You just can't beat it. You know what I mean? So these are great radios, and you're not going to get these anywhere else. There is nobody else is going to offer these prices for that amount with the work already done to them. Not going to happen. Well, I appreciate that, David. Thank you very much. Not fair I give everybody the opportunity to cry. The only reason why we're doing this is kind of help everybody out. So, it's Memorial Weekend. We're going to kick off the Friday night by doing this. So I figure we get on here for a little while, at least till 8 o'clock anyways, and that'll be my cutoff point. So, if nobody grabs this by any one of these by tomorrow morning, then they're all going to be going on eBay. They'll be gone quicker than hell. Because we listed, well, 4 or 5 radios late yesterday, or no, it was yesterday morning, mid-morning, ran up to this morning, and everything that I had listed for radio stuff are all gone. In fact, John, who's in the chat here, he bought one of them as well. Everything that I had listed for radio equipment is already gone. So they didn't last. So they went on eBay, they were gone, because I put them out for great prices, and they were gone. So I'm trying to leave some room here for everybody, because not everybody can spend $900 or $1,000 on a radio, or spend $350 on one, plus shipping and everything else, or spend $275 on another radio. So there you have it, guys. You're getting a hell of a deal on all these radios. You can't beat it for the price. I mean, these things are way below market value for what you're going to get, and the work's already done to them. So that beats it all out of the hell right there, because you got to buy the radio, pay the shipping. If your state has a tax, you got to pay a tax onto it. Now when you get the radio, now you got to ship it out and get the work done to it. Or whoever you buy it from already does the work to it, and they have a charge onto it. Either way you look at it, you're going to pay more than what I'm selling these for. The only reason why I'm doing this because it's Memorial Weekend, and I want to try to give something out there to everybody as a deal. So there you have it. You got a great deal, great opportunity to grab one or all these radios, your preference, whatever you want to do, at a low deal, low price for Memorial Weekend. So there you have it, guys. Bone Picker's in here, and he tell you he saw these on the bench. He's doing all the remodeling here for me, and he saw these. I put these on the bench today. Rock and roll, man. These are Drake talking radios. Now that's a nice bike, Steve. Wow. He just sent me a picture of it. Beautiful bike. I wonder. I do have a Ranger X9, but I can't let that go. That's going to Bone Picker. So that's why he's not on the bench. Someone just wrote me and said, "Where's that X9?" I can't let the X9 go. Sorry, it's already spoken for. But you got a choice of one of these 3 radios, though. So. Anyways, guys, it is. Oh, here we go. Let's see it run. Ooh. Hope you guys don't mind me showing, but I'm not going to show any personal information, just what you got. That's Mr. Ron's bike. Nice bike. I'm not a crotch rocket guy, but that is a nice bike, though. Really nice bike. I'm waiting for a picture to come through from Steve. Back to this one. Alright guys, got about 12 minutes before we end this video, because I'm going to cut it off at 8 o'clock. Because I got a couple other things I want to get done before we call it quits for the night. So I got a few things to take care of here in the shop. I want to clean up a little bit. And then I got to take and go out to my remodeling area of the patio and do a little investigation where I'm going to mount these outlets and whatnot. I know where they're going to go. I just got to figure out how I want to route this all together now. So get that ready for tomorrow, because I'll be out there doing that for a little bit. Then I'll be in here working on radios as well and whatnot. So yippers. I got to work on Neil's radio. I got to work on Rick's radio. I got to work on Tom's radio. I'm going to work on Mr. Jeffrey's radio tomorrow as well. So I got a lot going on for tomorrow. And then Sunday, Monday, I don't know, I might be out here for a little bit in the morning while everyone's sleeping. I try to get what I can done while they're all in bed. And then for the day, I just spend the day with the family on those type of days there. But we're going to get what we can done throughout the day for the first morning part. Nobody's usually up and around until about 10, 11 anyway, so I get the first morning part. The first 3 or 4 hours where I can get things done and be good to go with that for sure. So, yeah. Yes, I am, Lorraine. Yepers. I'll send you, well, I guess I'll have to email them to you because I don't have a cell phone for you guys. I only got just your landline. But I'll email you pictures, or I can post them on my YouTube channel when we get close to being done. We're taking pictures as we go through. So, and oh yeah, it's like making some serious progress. Bone Picker's been doing all the work out there, and he's got well, I can't even say what he's done because it's just the words can't really express. I guess I have to put the pictures up, then you'll be able to see it. But he's got all new joists, new this, new that, the door, the window. I mean, it's coming together beautifully now, and it's not taking long. I mean, it's just a matter of got to get the rest of it squared away. He'll be back on it next week, but he's taking names and numbers and kicking butt, and the job's getting done fairly quickly, and it's looking great. It's going to be done right, and it's going to be a great turnout for sure. So it's going to be set up beautifully. So when I get done, I do have a CAD program. I'm going to try to utilize that, in which I want to try to set it up to where I can kind of see where I want to place things. And that's kind of what we're going to do out in the back. It's going to be more of a ship and receiving. And, oh, you got a cell phone issue, Steve? Okay, no problem. Whenever you get a chance, send it to my other phone if you want. Then I can try to pull up on the other one there. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm going to take it's going to be a ship and receiving area. All the stuff that comes in, all the boxes that I got are all going to be out there. And then we're going to take it'll be a lot easier, more organized. So we don't have to have stuff sitting here for too long. And then we're going to take and put all the componentry, all my diodes and all the other stuff, all the parts trays are all going to go out there onto the wall. I'm going to have a designated spot just for those. Ship and receiving table for 1. Stack the boxes up for 2. Our huge toolbox goes out off to the other side for 3. And we got 1 setup for a bench top for all chargers, meaning any kind of charger, whether it be for a drill, a driver, a laptop, whatever. All my charger stuff goes onto 1 table, so they're not all in bins and whatnot. So again, it's going to be really organized when we get all said and done, and I'll show you guys in the end what it's going to look like. We're going to put, when we finish the walls, it's going to be plywood. That's what we're going to go with, and then paint it. Or I don't know. I got to see what the price is. If the price is reasonable, and it's not going to be more than what I'm going to be investing with plywood, I might do a tongue and groove instead and go right across the walls with that. It's got to be wood regardless, because I got to have that for shelving, this, that, and the other. But I might do a tongue and groove all the way across the entire, on all the walls. I'm not sure. I got to see what the price is. If the price is more than what the plywood is, we go with the plywood, just paint it and be done with it. If they're not that far off, within $1 or 2, then I'll go with the tongue and groove, but I got to do some price checking on that. I would like to go tongue and groove. I think it would look really nice with that, but I got to do some homework onto it and really see what's going to be happening with it. Anyways, right there is Bone Picker's bike. Let me... There you go. That's his bike. He's got a damn car engine on his bike. But that's Mr. Bone Picker's bike. Okay, Steve, it came through. The picture's a little blurry, but that's Steve's bike. There you go. That's Mr. Steve's bike. I don't know if I can deal with a skinny gas tank. That's a cool looking bike. I just don't know if I can deal with a gas tank though, being so skinny. I gotta have some kind of a big gas tank in front of me. Mine's a 3.4, 3.6, I think it is, or something like that. I think it's 3.4, 3 point something anyway. But oh yeah, I know your bike is loud. That's for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get this all refocused back where it belongs. Dallas, how are you? Good to see you on for sure. Welcome to the weekend, that's for sure. Yepers, for sure, for sure. Well, guys, y'all have about, I don't know, 5 minutes. 8 o'clock, we cut it off. If you guys are still interested, or whoever's interested, I should say for that matter, drop me a line, 315-945-1600, DXRADIOSHOP at yahoo.com. Memorial Weekend Low Priced Deal. You're only going to see this one time for this weekend. There you go. So, because by late tomorrow, if nothing's happening by late tomorrow, it's going on eBay. And I'll be getting a lot more on these for sure, no doubt. But if you guys want to have the opportunity to grab these now for a low price, then I suggest you do it right now. 700 shipping included. Already modified, ready to go. 80 watt. That's going to be 325 shipping included. Already set to go. That means it's all converted, aligned to it, etc. This one here is 225 shipping included. Already set to go. Just plug it in and use it, guys. That's it. So this one here, Dallas. This one is a Texas Star SS158B4. So this one here has the big boy amplifier into it. 385 watts out. Make sure you have a 100 amp power supply to run it. Like I said, these radios, That one there is like $900 some retail before you even touch it. Between like $8 something, almost $900 retail before you even touch it. This is already done. It's already set to go. Got it all done up today on the bench and put it right back in the box. So there you have it, guys. You know, $700 shipping included. You can't beat that if you wanted to. There's no way are you ever going to beat this and expect to get yourself a better deal. Not for that. So here you have it, guys. Like I say, it's great deal. Memorial weekend deal. That's what we're doing it for. It's the only reason why we're doing it. It's Memorial weekend. People are always buying flowers and flags and barbecue and whatever else you got going on. Except for up here. Ain't nobody doing much barbecue when it's raining outside. But outside of that, though, this is my... I see everybody else. There's a few other shops that do some special deals too, but this is me doing my special deal here at the DX Radio Shop. All 3 radios are already set to go. That means they've already got the 11 meter mod. They've already got a line and tune. Already set to go. Plug and play. That's it. Make sure you got a 100 amp power spider on that bad boy. He does 385 watts. Okay. 700 shipping included. Again, 325 shipping included. 225 shipping included. 80 watts and 48 watts. And if anybody's interested, I suggest you act quickly because these are not going to last like that at all. Oh! What we got going on here, Mr. John? Holy moly. Well, this ain't no bike. Well, that's a sweet car. That's Mr. John Hill's car. Wow. She's a beauty. Look at that, guys. Goodness gracious. Only one problem. You don't have a red carpet underneath it. You got a black carpet. You got to put the red carpet on that damn thing. You got to put a sign in front that says hands off or you lose them. All right, Ron Petty is sending me another picture. What's he got? Oh, there you go. Oh, this is cute. You know, they sell these as a kit, and I'd like to try to get one just for fun. Look at that, guys. That's a sweet deal right there. I got a friend not far from here who lives in Sodus, and he actually has something like this he built. It comes as a kit. You build the whole thing together, and he's got the little motor in the bottom and everything else. That's a sweet looking bike. So, fun. There you go. You know what the best part is? You don't need a license, insurance, or nothing on that. So if you do get pulled over, teach those tyrants a lesson because they can't give you no ticket for it. That's for sure. Andrew, how are you? Good to see you on. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock. Time to shut the shop down for the evening. Got a few things I got to get done around here anyways. And so we're going to take and get going here. So we're going to take and let's put this down here. Yeah, I just had to refocus it. I see that. Yeah. Every time I move something too close to the camera, it does it, but I just refocus it, so it should be good to go now, I would think. Let me see here again. It should be, let's see. Yeah, it should be good to go here in a moment. Have a great weekend, Greg. Good to see you on. Appreciate that for sure. Alright guys, everyone take care. Have a great Memorial weekend. I'll catch you over the weekend. We'll be back out with a few more videos tomorrow as well. And we'll sneak a few in over the weekend as well. So we'll catch you all later. Everyone have a great night. Like I said, if anyone's interested,
give me a holler. 315-945-1600. DXRADIOSHOP at yahoo.com. This is a one-time opportunity. We're going to do this for low prices, below the retail. Already modified, already aligned, already tuned, ready to go. Each of these 3 radios, Memorial Day weekend special. That's what we're doing it for. Well, one reason why we're doing this, because it's Memorial Weekend. I want to do something different for everybody else. So there you have it. Everybody enjoy it for sure. And if anybody's interested, give me a holler. Till then, we'll catch you all later. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up. And we'll see you soon here at the DX Radio Shop.